What is going on, my fellow zombie slayers? It is Nelly B here, and welcome back to a brand new Dead of the Night tutorial. Just the other day, I showed you how to build the Alistair's Folly, the wonder weapon of the map. I suggest checking that out if you haven't already. I've also made a guide for the silver bullet upgrade, which is something you will also need to upgrade this weapon. However, today I'm going to be showing you how to upgrade it twice. That's right, this thing can be upgraded twice. The first time you upgrade it, it'll become the Chaos Theory, and with the second upgrade, it becomes the Alistair's Annihilator. I'll go over them and their abilities as we unlock them. One more thing I want to mention before I start, both of these upgrades have specific crafting tables you need to build them at. With that out of the way, let's get into it. The first step requires you to have the silver bullets, so again, if you don't know how to get those, I do have a video linked in the cards above as to how to get them. As for the step itself, you simply need to kill a werewolf with a weapon equipped with silver bullets. I recommend getting the silver bullets before you open Pack-a-Punch, because when you do open a Pack-a-Punch, a werewolf spawns. This is one of the earliest times and easiest ways to get a werewolf to spawn. After you kill it with the silver bullets, it'll drop what is called Werewolf Chaos Material. Pick it up and make your way to the greenhouse lab. In the greenhouse lab towards the back here, you'll find a machine. Walk up to it and interact. This will place the chaos material you got from the werewolf into the machine. Wait about 20 seconds and it'll output it over here as one of those glass slides you would observe from a microscope. This machine will also be used for the second upgrade, so keep that in mind. The second and final piece you'll need for the first upgrade is found in the library. For this one, you'll need the shield, which I also have a guide for right up there in the corner. Walk up to this bookshelf with the shield out and melee it. The bookcase will recede like Mr. T. Lexify's hairline, revealing the final piece. Make your way back to the greenhouse lab and craft the chaos theory on this bench here. This thing is pretty cool. You get an increase in damage as well as ammo. You also get two different charged abilities. The first one sends out a tornado-like effect. The closest thing I can compare it to is the lightning bow charged ability without any lightning. The second charged ability is almost like an acid gat effect, but instead of explosives doing all the damage, it's a little pile of green goo that shoots out onto the ground. Zombies on it and near it will all become confused, wander off, and eventually die. However, there is no way to activate a specific one. It's kind of random when each one happens. Sometimes you'll get the tornado effect 4 times in a row, and then the green goo only once. It's kind of weird, I know, but both abilities do their job just fine. Onto the Alistair's Annihilator. This upgrade has 3 specific steps. You could do them in any order you wish. The first one I'll be going over is for the weapon frame. For this one, you're going to need to make your way in front of the estate into the woods. What you're going to need to do next is get a zombie to dig one of these up. It can be any pile of mushrooms. There's no way to tell which one it will be, so you're going to need to try this on all of them until you get it. In order to get a zombie to dig one of these spots up, you're going to have to use your newly acquired Chaos Theory. Guide a zombie directly over one of these spots and shoot a charge shot onto the pile. The charge shot has to be the green pile of goo. It sadly won't work with the tornado ability. The zombies will then dig up the weapon frame. Once you pick it up, you'll be able to move on to the next step. Chances are you already started it without even knowing it. This step requires you to kill vampires with the tornado charge ability from the Chaos Theory. So while you're doing the first step and happen to do this, check on the ground under where those vampires died for something called Vampire Bile. It's going to be yellow with a green hue around it. You'll know you have enough when this item in your inventory is full. Make your way to the cemetery. If you're done collecting Vampire Bile, this grave will be glowing. Go up to it and interact. The Vampire Bile will then be smeared onto the grave, summoning Nosferatu. You know, that one dude from SpongeBob? Yeah, this guy. This thing is sort of like a werewolf in the sense that it has increased health and damage compared to the other vampires. Silver bullets work just like they do on regular zombies, but who am I kidding? You have a brand new badass wonder weapon. Just kill it with that. Once it dies, it should drop another chaos material. Your final step is located past the cemetery in front of the mausoleum. On these railings right here, you'll see a few lights. Some of them don't move at all, but others will turn on and off during this step. You're going to want to look for one that is slightly more orange than the others. Once you find it, shoot it with the Chaos Theory. It will then disappear and pop up on another previously unlit light. You'll need to find it and shoot that one too. You'll need to do this a total of 5 times. If you mess up, it'll reset after 90 seconds, and you can try again. Once you shoot all the lanterns, the very last one will spawn a bat. The bat will try and fly away. Your job is to shoot it out of the sky. If you miss like I'm doing here, Don't worry, it won't leave the cemetery, and after you shot it out of the sky, it will drop another chaos material. You are now on the final stretch. Make your way back to the greenhouse lab to the same machine I mentioned earlier. Place both chaos materials in the machine one at a time and grab them on the other end as they come out. Finally, walk over to the bench here and craft the Alistair's Annihilator. This, just like the upgrade from the Alistair's Foley to the Chaos Theory, gets a damage boost as well as an ammo boost. You also get the addition of an extra charge ability. This one is more like the Fire Staff charge ability, except instead of just being a big spot on the ground, it's a red orb that extends tendrils to nearby zombies and disintegrates them. All in all, I'd say that both of these upgrades are very worth the time it takes to get them. Both are very powerful, especially the Annihilator variant. This one is good up until about round 50. I hope this tutorial helped you in some way. If it did, consider leaving a like and maybe even sharing it. Any questions pertaining to this tutorial can be left down in the comment section. I will respond as fast as I can get the notification. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to check out my many other tutorials in the quick guide playlist on screen. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Peace.